Let me give you the really bad news. And of all the problems I have ever faced in government, it's the one where I tell you it is going to be damn hard to fix. In the state of New Hampshire, we have a retirement system for public employees. State employees, your municipal employees, fire, police, teachers. It's supported by contributions from the employee, from the municipalities, and from state government. And you like to make sure there's money there, so when people retire, they get what they have been committed to receive under retirement. There's a number called the unfunded liability. What it means is what the obligation of the retirement system has to pay out in comparison with what funds it has or expects to have by earnings over a given period of time. When I left as governor, the unfunded liability was zero. We had the money to meet our obligations. Over time, up until '98, when the Democrats took over the corner office, it grew up to about $50 or $100 million of unfunded liability. Primarily because people had bad times in the market, investments didn't do well, and so on. Since that day, the growth in unfunded liability, in obligation that we have, it's like the national debt. The unfunded liability of the state retirement system for all public employees in the state of New Hampshire is almost $7 billion. That's not million, that's billion dollars. Unbelievable. Irresponsibility in spending and shortchanging the fund, trying to balance the fund, taking money and spending it over here and then not paying the money you're supposed to pay into the retirement fund. Bad policies, expansion of obligations, bad management. If I were a public employee in the state of New Hampshire, I would be livid. I don't know how long it will take to fix that problem, but we ought to get about fixing it quickly. Now, to his very slight credit, the governor recognized this was a problem, and 4 years ago put a commission together to figure out how to deal with this, at that time, growing obligation. And the commission came back with some good recommendations. It was chaired by former Senator Bartlett, and it had some tough political decisions to be made. The governor read it, got scared witless, opened his top left-hand drawer, threw the report in the drawer, locked the drawer, and has forgotten about completely that he has an obligation to deal with this tough issue. The Democrats are ruining the state of New Hampshire. We have got to talk to our friends who are municipal employees, our friends who are firemen, our friends who are policemen, our friends who work for the state, and talk to them about that issue.